Well, welcome back to the channel. It's going to be a pretty crappy weekend, so I won't be getting out camping this weekend, but a couple of months ago I did a trip, and at the start of the video I showed you how I attached my gear bag to the bike and what I was carrying actually on the bike. So what I want to do today, while I've got the time, is show you what I take for a weekend camp or an overnighter on the bike in winter, and later on I'll be doing one on my summer gear as well. It's not the be all and end all. I'm not trying to tell you how to do it. This is just what I take, and might give you a few hints and tips and a few ideas. Most of the gear that I'll show you, I'm not going to go right into it because I'll put links in there to some of the product reviews I've already done on it. So let's have a look at the bike first. That was the yellow bag. That's about a 60 litre bag. I actually bought this one from Audi, but on eBay you can get them from 40 litres up to about 90 litres, and they're all under about $100. Plenty of straps, plenty of tie down points. So if you have a look at the other video, you'll see what I did there. So first off, on the back of the bike I always carry a little black bag here, and in it has got a cover sheet that I throw over the bike when I'm camping, a little green one. It helps me be a little bit more stealthy in some of the places I shouldn't really be camping, but it also gives me somewhere dry to leave my helmet and boots and all that overnight and keep the dew off it. In the little back bag or back pocket, there's a first aid kit, some toilet paper and some matches, just the basics I like to carry with me all the time, and a few tools in the side. Also have 2 litre water bottles either side. I made this up from bits and pieces I found on eBay, just in the molly gear. If I'm going for a bit longer, I will take an extra roll of tools with a bit more gear in there so I can change a tyre and spare tubes. The front of the bike, the tank bag, is where I put my GoPro, and the side bags, some snacks and food on one side, a little bit of warmer clothing or wet weather clothing on the other, and a few more bits and pieces for the camera. So that's the bike setup. We'll go over to the table now and I'll show you what I take. Right, this is the table. Let's go through what I've got on here. I've got a few alternatives depending on the weather. Normally I'm a hammock camper, but sometimes I will take a tent instead. Really depends on how I feel at the time or where I'm going. The hammock I normally use for winter is the Hennessy Hammock, and it's the leaf asymmetric. Under $100. I've done a couple of videos on this. I've done a review, and there's also one that shows you how I use my sleeping bag as a underquilt. So I'll again put links into those, or just go and have a look through the channel. So that's the hammock. The alternative to the hammock is I'll take a Black Wolf. This is the Escape Explorer stealth one. Takes a few minutes to set up, and if I want to have a bit more room to spread out and things like that, and I've got nice clear flat ground that I'm going to, I'll sometimes take this. There is a video on which I'll take a little section and show you that as well set up. For winter, it doesn't matter if I'm using the hammock or the tent. My sleeping bag of choice is Denali, D-E-N-A-L-I, and this is the Capsule 500. As I say, I use it for an underquilt or just in the hammock, in the tent. It's rated to -4 and weighs 1.3 kilos. I wouldn't go -4. I'd say it'd still be fairly chilly, but it's a great sleeping bag, and I do have a smaller one which I'll show you in the summer camping video that I'll be doing later. The Sleep On Cedar Summit, it's the ultralight insulated blow up mattress. I like this because I can use it either in the tent or when I'm going out in the hammock. I'll throw it in underneath me and give me a little bit more protection. Go for the insulated one, you'll appreciate it. Nice and light, easy to fold up. Haven't had a punch in it yet, and it doesn't squeak too much like some of them seem to. To go over the whole camp, Hennessey Hammock, this is the larger of the flies that they do. and I'll take that, set that up first before I unpack anything, so everything's under cover and it's good sun and moisture shelter. Love this thing, use it all the time. One of Hennessey's best products. Right, some of the other things I got in there. Winter, bag of clothes. I don't take a lot of extra clothes. I try and stay dry and move gear. One thing I did find, and this was at Red Dot, they've got these socks out and they're about $8. They're fully lined, thick as, beautiful in the hammock, and at night they are really worth the $8. Apart from that, take the old merino long johns, top and bottom. I'll take a hat and just a pair of light gloves just for at night when you're in the hammock. It can get a bit chilly, so that works really well. That's all about the extra clothing I'll take. Sometimes I'll take an extra pair of socks or some waterproof socks. That's that. Blow up pillow, again this is a Denali. Makes a hell of a difference wherever you're sleeping. I know some people just roll their gear up, but I find it rather uncomfortable, and this fits up inside the hood of the sleeping bag, and yeah, well worth it. Or even if you're just sitting around, you can use it to sit on. Under the hammock, I'll spread out, and again I've done a product review on this. It's a shooting mat, but I use it for my ground sheet, and it's ideal. It's as tough as nails. You can peg it out, and easy, you can roll it all up, takes up no room, and I've just got a couple of pegs if I want to peg it out. The chair, you've all seen them all over the show. I'll probably do a review on this later. It's the one that all folds out and you put the top cover on. One thing I will recommend is you can get the ones with a cover that goes, a ground cover that goes on the bottom to stop the legs sinking into the sand, and I really appreciate that. Again, the little cushion, it adds to that, a bit more comfort. At night for light, I use the normal headlight, and I have one that goes red so that I can be a little bit more stealthy. Double and then red, just if you want a little night glow. The other one I use, and I love this product, it is where's the name of the thing? Can't find the name of it now. I'll have to look it up. It's got a solar panel on it, so it will charge by itself, so you can hang it up during the day, hang it on the back of the bike while you're riding and charge it up. But it also has a USB port in it, and you can charge from that. The beauty of this one is also that it's got a number of settings. Lucy, that's the name of it, LUCI, and the plastic here actually helps the light radiate out, and it folds down to nothing. So I also hang that on the back of my backpack when I'm going hiking. Charge it up. Cooking, depends. I've got my little camp stove. If I know I'm going to go to an area where I'm going to get firewood, and sticky. I've done a review on this also, which will be in the links in the description. Normally I like that. I love sitting around a fire, or sometimes if I'm really out in the bush and want to have a campfire, I'll just take a little fold out grill. If it's going to be wet and you know you're not going to get much firewood, and it's going to be breezy and you want to get in a sheltered area, then you just go for the fire maple stove. You'll see the review on that as well, and that's just gas, quick and easy, and great for a stop and have a quick meal on the side of the track. Pretty much always goes with me is the Thermocell backpacker for the mozzies, and it doubles up with the gas bottle for the cooker as well. Review has been done, and summer or winter I always take that, and a few extra bits and pieces to go with it. For my food, I bought one of these cheap little insulated bags from Coles. It was a few dollars, and I keep all my food in there inside a big snap lock bag, so the snap lock bag becomes my rubbish bag at the end of the meals, and then I can put it all in here and keep it all sealed up. If you've got a rum and coke or whatever you prefer to drink, throw a couple of cold cans in there and that'll help keep your meat and everything cold. And if you're taking eggs, they go in there. I always carry my alcohol where possible just in a flask. It won't bust or break and leak everywhere. Apart from that, just the normal camping gear, fry pan, just a small one that you'll see me use, and a pot with a cloth and a few other bits and pieces just for camping. Last but not least is a table. I've just done a review on this table that folds out. It is a really great piece of kit, love it, and quick and simple to fold it all out. Other bits and pieces depending on the trip and where you're going, what you want to take, but that's the basics that I take for winter camping. As I say, I'll be doing a summer lot of gear very shortly. So thanks for watching. Please give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed it or found something useful, or if you've got any comments, please leave it there. If you've got some ideas on some better gear, please put it in the comments, and then we can share it out with other people that are reading the comment section. Again, keep the shiny side up, and thanks for watching.